do. Ain't on the side in between like a get to. I never come behind, I will fucking act you. See, give your million, baby, what that neck do. Black sick bitch, that's what it can do.
People wake up and complain like it's not a whole blessing to wake up in general. Those type of people are criminals. I should say this for an interview.
This interview / movie / documentary is on another level, featuring my girl Brandie Blaze, rapper, songwriter. She's killing it. Brandie, it's been such a pleasure. I'm happy to say that this is my friend. This is not just some rando that's amazing and I want to interview. Brandie Blaze is so creative in her team. She has many concepts for her new album, Late Bloomer. I don't want to talk too much about it, but let's say that I heard the whole album. Oh, man. It's out of this park. All right, so the album. So we're going to get pretty much a plot, a whole story. I love that because, you know, I think that putting something together, a project, and really thinking about it is very important now these days, because you have such a big voice that you empower so many others, and you can literally tell a story and speak your truth and make something of it. I mean, you're an activist.
I think we're going back to the times where albums were important.
Yeah.
I think there was a time where hip hop was just kind of geared more towards just singles, and singles are important, and radio play, and streams and all of that. But I think we're going back to those times where albums were important. Like when I think of a Jay-Z is an album artist, where like his albums were events, and there was a point to it, and you got something out of it. And I think it's important to go back to that, because it's
Why
not
do you
just
think
about
though?
rapping. I think that people start to get nostalgic.
Yeah.
I think sometimes as a genre, sometimes we'll just go heavy in one direction too far. And there has to be a happy medium for there to be balance. There has to be the people that are really good at singles, and they put out those fire singles that you want to hear in your car and you want to hear in the club. But then you have to have artists that have complete bodies of work, and you sit down and you want to hear the entire thing, and you get it, and there's a plot and all of those things. Like there's interludes.
That's
like remember when albums had interludes?
Yes.
Like, that's coming back, which I think is amazing.
I love that. Skits and everything. Oh my God, that's amazing. But I feel like your mind has to be set on storytelling. Not anybody could do that.
Yeah,
not anyone. Because I heard Blueface stuff yesterday. I was like, I don't know what's going on, but I know that he just rapped about the 1,000 women he slept with. I didn't know.
And that's his wave. That's what he does.
Yeah.
What I do is what I do. And I feel really strongly about bodies of work. I think just because growing up in the 90s, the golden era of hip hop was a huge influence on me. But I think
the best.
I'm just also just a hip hop head, or Black music altogether. Because I listen to a lot of 70s and 80s and 90s R&B.
I was gonna get to that,
high key. I love the Isley Brothers. Like I go off. So I think just kind of remembering those times of when albums were so important makes me want to make sure that mine is cohesive and it makes sense. And for me, Late Bloomer is just about the past 3 years of my life, just kind of condensed into like one night. And that's kind of like the concept, is like the album takes place over just one night. And the interludes kind of drive you along that one night.
Oh my God, I can't wait.
I
know! I was like, okay, like at this point, we need to fast forward this.
And can you imagine like how crazy of a night that is? And you're just like, wow. Oh, that happened? Yeah.
What's the procedure when you got the gun to your head? Skin brown enough, they want a nigga dead. Hair like a side that I don't fuck with feds. Fuck me over, now you lay in that bed. Ask what my rank out here, I say top 5. Hold up the pussy 4-5. Pussy go like a drive-by. Black tires go when I slide by. All up your ass like Astroglide. Ask what they like and they got no fucking type. Code name ice cream, I do banana splits. Get it by any means, watch this hammer spit. Got my own money scheme and I run this shit. Don't rock with those that rub me wrong. Click, whole gang of bad bitches, that's my fucking clique. Step on me wrong, nigga, who you fucking with?
Brandie Blaze has had her share of interviews, and one question she hates is asking her if she writes her own music. Like, hello, this girl has so much passion in her voice. Of course she writes her own music.
I've done interviews and it'd be like, they'll ask me questions, and you know how it goes.
With the note cards, like,
But
so
it's
Brandie,
like they're asking me the same boring ass questions, and I'd be like, how many fucking times are you niggas gonna ask me this shit? I'd be like, do you write your own shit? That shit pisses me off. It makes me want to come across the table and punch somebody. So that's the worst question to ask me. The worst, because I
want to know how you write. I'm like, bitch, you just went in.
But it's
like,
unfortunately, it's men, and that will be one of the first questions they
the
ask
Wikipedia
me.
questions.
And then I'll be like, we're already off to a bad start, sir. This is a bad start.
Yeah.
We're not connecting right now because you just disrespect. Because I take it as disrespect.
Yeah.
Like, why the fuck would you ask me?
You know why? Because when you see interviews with men, we never ask them, yo, bro,
do you write
your own music? Now, me and Brandie Blaze, we're thinking the same when it comes to content. It's all about the quality, not the views. So don't get hung up on views. Yeah, it's important, but if you have good quality content, you're winning. I feel like whatever you put, it's not because you're waiting for somebody, not because social media is saying, okay, we haven't heard some more shit. What happened to you? Blah, blah, blah. You know, you take your time with it.
You have to. Like, I just realized a long time ago, when you were talking about, yo, I can't worry about the views. Yeah. I feel the same way. I can't worry about the numbers. I honestly can't, because once you start getting caught up in the numbers, then it doesn't become about the art anymore. I worry about the numbers after it comes out. I worry about the promotion once the album's complete. Like, this is the first time I'm actually doing a whole album rollout. When I put out Spinster 3 years ago, no one knew who I was. So I just threw it up on SoundCloud, and I was just like, I made a post. I was like, hey, I put out a mixtape, guys. Listen to it if you want.
I'm a metal, can't beat my mic, go. I'm a metal, can't beat my mic, go. These houses so fake, though.
Yeah, you gotta let that rock. Okay. What is it?
I'm a metal, can't be my mate, though. Sitting with your nigga while I'm counting out these pesos. Got him on his knees, and he do what I say so. I don't care if he dies, whatever on his face, though.
Sham that's my baby. She's everything. We've been together for a year now.
Brandie is very close to her team, and I love her relationship between her and her DJ Wise Sham.
Do y'all know who's rapping right now on this little track right here? Who? Brandie Blaze?
Brandie, you are the light of my life, but sometimes you scare me when you perform.
You gotta let that rock. Okay. What is it?
You look at me, I really don't know what to do. Like, I really don't. I just take the mic and be like, okay. I guess she wants me to interact with her. I'm really scared. Look at all the videos. Look at all the videos. Do you know what to do? I'm like, I don't know what to do, Brandie. Like, I don't know. Do you know what to do?
They share a very, very lovely relationship, and DJ Wise Sham is a supporter. Man, she comes to all her shows, she does what she does, and she makes Brandie Blaze look good. And that's someone you need on your team.
She won't take credit for the things that she's done to help my career.
Because she's not like that. She's
so
humble.
She's so humble.
I'm like, stop being humble, no sir.
But I was like, in the past year, the strides that I've taken don't happen without Sham. And that's just period. And she hates when I say it.
DJ. Right. That's my DJ.
I try to keep everybody equal, but I'll say Brandie and I's relationship has been longer compared to other artists who I've linked with, and have grown more with them compared to other people who I've worked with. So Brandie's just the top of my list. Like Santa, but I'm little and black.
I'm happy that you can identify that, because I know a lot of artists are like, yeah, it's pretty much me, and my team just knows that, I make the moves. It's like...
That's not how it works, though.
That's not...
Nobody does anything by themselves. Like, okay, I write all my music. That's the only thing I do by myself. I have Fresh from DE as my engineer. He records the whole album. And he's a big part of my sound in the way that the way the records sound. And he was a big part of me finding my voice and finding my flow and finding what sounds good for me and the way that my voice and my tone is. He was a huge part of that. I'll give him that credit all day. Like the different producers, Southern's Finest, who's actually my best friend's husband.
Brandie Blaze. Brandie Blaze.
I'm like,
she's blazing it up. The fire alarm goes off. And let me tell you, I got scared and pissed at the same time because, man, this conversation was getting juicy. But I literally love the fact that that shit just happened because, like, that's what happens when you sit down with Brandie Blaze.
I know.
It's like, you gotta add that. You gotta add that.
Fire alarms just randomly go off.
Got mad at this nigga, so I fucked his friend.
I try not to like ride trends or anything like that. Like I love trap music and I want music that sounds modern. But I just kind of go with my gut like a lot. And I just, if it feels right, then I go for it. If it don't, then I let it go. And there's definitely, there's songs that didn't make it on there. Cause I've been recording this album damn near for like 2 years. So this is like, I took a year after my first project and then I've been writing and working on this album for 2 years. So it was a very long process and you just go through shit and it makes you want to write, and I tried to make something that sounded cohesive at the same time. So it was a lot.
Late Bloomer is Brandie's giving you everything. Brandie's vulnerable. Brandie's gully. Brandie's sad. Brandie's happy. You're gonna hear it all, but you're gonna hear straight bars coming from Brandie Blaze, and it's everything written, nothing made up, nothing recycled.
Brandie Blaze is so creative in her team. She has many concepts for her new album, Late Bloomer. I don't want to talk too much about it, but let's say that I heard the whole album. Oh, man. It's out of this park. Has your relationship with your mom has always been this beautiful?
Yes.
Yeah. Let's talk about Mama Blaze. You know what I mean? Mama Blaze, where do I begin? This lady has my heart. She's amazing. She's an amazing person, a mother, and she definitely raised a queen, Brandie Blaze. And one thing I love about Mama Blaze is that you would think, hey, if a mom hears your music and you only talk about, some crazy stuff like sex, men, and some more stuff, she would probably look at you differently. But no, Mama Blaze has no judgment when it comes to Brandie Blaze's music.
I'm an only child, and my entire life has just been me and her. That's it. So that's my best friend. That's my ace. Yeah. And she just really supports me and holds me down, even as a kid. Like, my mom was the type that, obviously I had a lot of stuff because I was the only child, so I don't want to share stuff with, but
I feel you. I be like, what? You can have this toy,
right.
And I can have this one.
Thank you. But she was the type of parent that wanted to spoil me with experiences. So I always did a lot of things. Like I did karate. I played soccer. I was a cheerleader. She was the coach. I was a Girl Scout.
And I was the leader, because if they didn't have anything, I was like, we're going to make it happen.
Yeah.
Be a Girl Scout.
Yeah, so she was the cheerleading coach, and she was the Girl Scout troop leader.
I love that.
I ain't playing. What? Nobody don't want to do it? Fine. We're going to make a troop. And everybody can join the troop. But
like, I was in a
beauty, the acting class.
I took acting classes.
Acting workshop, RCC.
Which was like one of the best things. So when I get on stage and I'm able to do all that stuff with no mic, and I could be like, no mic, and you can hear me in the back.
Yes,
like that's from
very
acting
good
classes.
projection.
Yeah, that's where I learned how to do all that as a kid.
You must hear a monologue right now.
I learned how to do all that stuff, because my mom was just basically like, are you interested in this? All right, let's do it. I was in a beauty pageant. She made me my dress. She still makes my clothes now. So
And that shows a lot. That shows a lot about who you are, because you're very compassionate and you're very loving. And I feel like Mama Blaze, you are not judgmental at all. And
Thank you.
that's what makes you. You got the genuine love.
And plus, we're like twins.
Yes, of course. That's what you said.
And I'm also a veteran, so you know, there's that. So you know,
she just was an amazing parent. I couldn't ask for a better parent, especially being raised by a single parent. That could be hard because you're just kind of like, where's my other parent? But my mom went above and beyond to be like the best parent possible. So I was really lucky.
And you look amazing. Be Brandie Blaze.
She's very proud. That's the funny thing about my mom.
That's the first thing I noticed
like,
about.
People will be like, they'll hear my music, they'll be like, what does your mom think? I was like, she's right in the front. Go ask her.
She really
right
is.
There. And she know all the words.
She really is. Remember when I interviewed, she was right there like,
yeah. She comes to a lot. She don't come to every show because she would be exhausted, but she comes to a lot of them. And like I said, people be like, what is your mom? I'll be like, she asked her. She right there.
Brandie Blaze got some merch coming out. Let me give you a little hint. It has something to do with your lips. Do you have any merch coming out?
I do.
Are you
in connection to my album, so there'll be merch.
We just getting all the exclusives right here.
Yes, so it'll be like my first t-shirts, and I'll also coming out with a lip gloss.
You know what? Yo, I love that. That's so unique. Like,
and I have the lip print in my logo, so I always want to do a line.
Right? It all ties in. Look at her branding as.
I always wanted to
your
do
branding
a
is
line
on point.
I always want to do a line of lipstick, and I'm gonna start with lip gloss just to kind of. It's a little bit easier.
A shine or a color?
I'll have like just a regular shine, and I'll have like maybe like 2 colors. Nothing crazy.
Will you have a matte or a gloss?
It's gonna be gloss first, just to like roll it out, test the water, see how it goes. Then I'll go into like my signature is red matte.
Where's the pre-sale? I'm buying. Now, winning could be many things. It could be you and your team accomplishing some goals, or the people around you winning that you admire or that inspire you. Brandie Blaze is connected to a lot of artists in Boston, Massachusetts, New York, many places. And one thing that I love about her is that not only does she like to win, but she likes everybody that's around her to win. There's always good vibes, Brandie. Like, you know, you have such a good energy, your heart. I know you're gonna go far. Like, I know it.
Listen, we about to go far. That's how I look at it. It's we as the collective. Because if it's not, I always find it crazy when someone gets mad at someone in the city doing well. I'm like, someone in the city doing well opens that door for all of us.
Yeah, why wouldn't you want to be a part of it? Why wouldn't you want...
Right, and not like in a weird, like, I'm trying to be a leech way, but like in a genuine, like, yo, I support you, I love you, I rock with you way. Why wouldn't you be happy
right here
and celebrate?
Yes,
like, Brandie. If you win, I win. If I win, you win. That's the way it's supposed to be.
Very few things like that, but...
I mean, I don't care. I feel like a win is a win.
Yeah, exactly.
A win is a win. That's
exactly.
it.
And right here, just an example, right here is winning. We're getting to know who Brandie is. And Brandie about to have a dope ass episode, okay? And we about to do some more shit that I'm not gonna even unravel. And that's a wrap, baby. It's your girl, Katiria. To watch more of Expozedtv content, all you have to do is go on YouTube, subscribe, and watch more. It's that simple. Let's get it, baby.
Fuck with me, get wet up, typhoon. Can't make a copy of me like a cartoon. Yeah. I'm a pussy white boy. Cut the pussy killing niggas just like his white boy. This nigga fine, he be getting on my nerves. I'm a hood bitch, trying to find a nigga from the bar. Yeah. Trying to find a pretty